All right, let's talk about what's in my gear bag this season. My name's Greg, you're watching How to Play Paintball. So as you guys may have seen, I am back playing professionally with Chicago Wildside Distortion. So I wanted to go through my gear bag so that way you guys can see what it is that I'm rocking this season. And also a lot of these, I think I actually have codes and whatnot. So if you guys check out in the description down below, you can go ahead and get yourself hooked up. So first thing, I want to give a huge shout out to Gen X. I know I had put out some pictures about this. The Titan roller is fantastic. The thing has humongous wheels, nice little spinner wheels at the front as well that you can stand right up, does its job perfectly. It's been holding up real well. It's got the Velcro, of course, so throw my patches on there. I stole this one from one of my teammates. Actually, I traded it, but you know, whatever. Unger, deal with it. It's mine now. And has some of these little carabiner clips, so that way you can clip things on. The, is it Molly? Those loops, so that way if you wanted to make it modular. Does also come with straps. I just happen to take mine off because I just personally don't like that, but that's the cool thing. You can make it work to how you want it to work. So yeah, so awesome bag. Make sure you guys are going and checking them out. And oh, the other thing too with the wheels is you can unscrew them, take it off, clean off everything, and then put them back in together. So if you have a big muddy event, you don't have to worry about anything being all messed up. So let's just go from I guess the top pocket, and we'll just kind of break everything down. So with this one, I don't really have a whole lot in this one. I do have a beanie just in case. I personally like to have a thinner beanie. I don't like the really big thick ones. Just in case it's a cold snap or something that comes through, I have something ready. But that pocket there, I can throw a lot of different things in, and it's gonna take care of me just fine. The bottom here is where I keep my cleats. So I usually like to use the Under Armour, kind of more the football, lacrosse type style cleats. These actually, pretty much what I do is go on eBay, and I think I got these brand new shipped for like 35 bucks. So once you know your sizes, check out eBay. It's actually pretty sweet. But what I like is that in here, it's completely separate. So I can actually throw my nasty gear in here as well if I wanted to, so it doesn't mix up with any of my other gear up here. So let's say, again, it's a nasty event. I can keep everything down inside there and keep it separate. All right, let's go to the front pocket here. So I do have a slot in the front, so that way if I wanted to put my ID there, I can. So in this pocket, this is one of the most important things you need in your gear bag is extra batteries. The cool thing is that everything that I use only uses AA's now. So I bought this little pack thing off of Amazon, can't remember how much. So how many do I have in here? 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 10 right now. I have another, what, 2 or 3 spots. So I can fit a lot of extra batteries just in case. You never know, sometimes a teammate might need one, or you get to the field and somehow something turned on and you didn't realize it. So that way you're all set. The other thing I have here is my Maptrition Endurance Gummies. So these are pretty sweet, just helps me have a little bit of extra energy. So I just like to keep those right up here in this more of a sealed pouch. But yeah, check out Maptrition for those. Let's go off to the side here. I think I had anything in this pocket. Yeah, nothing in there. I got extra. I can put more in here if I want to. So considering I'm in Florida, sunscreen, I have that in the side pocket here, and also bug spray. This is just something that, especially once the summer hits, there's mosquitoes, there's all this other stuff. We just got to deal with a lot of it in Florida. So having these two just ready to go, it's definitely nice. The other thing I have here is, let's face it, poncho. So my poncho is here, again, just in case there is any sort of rain or whatever at the event. I just keep it off in this pocket. It's like a little separate pocket, so that way I can keep everything just prepared, is what that comes down to. What was in this one? Okay, so these are my extra gloves. So I like to use the nitrile dipped ones. So I just have a bunch of extras because you usually can get them pretty cheap, and sometimes a teammate might need them. I think that actually happened last event where someone needed extra gloves and I was able to throw them some. And yeah, I mean, once they rip through, I can just have a new pair ready to go. whenever I need it. So I got my my Ruthless bag. So in here I just keep some extra tape. I think I just threw this in here. It's an emergency blanket. Of course, stickers and extra lubricant or gun lubricant, so that way keep everything nice and ready to roll. I got my O-ring pick in here as well, and my Powerhouse tank degasser. That's what I'm looking for. So that one I have there. And again, just always at the ready. Just like to have everything nice and organized there. All right, let's get to the good stuff. You guys, I'm sure, looking for this. So inside here, I do have a extra speed feed and a rain lid. So this way, if it rains, clip this right in and we're good to go. So just keep those right there. The other thing is making sure that you have swabs. So I really like the Barrel Maids from Exalt. So these kind of paying a little bit of homage to growing up in South Florida with the Miami colors. So got those. My carbon elbow pads. So my carbon elbow pads are, what is it? What size did I end up getting? Large. Just make sure that you try them on. You actually want them to be a little bit tighter. Some of the other pads that I've used are a little bit looser. And when I was talking with Walker, he was like, no. With these, you want to go a little bit tighter because you don't want them to shift around. So other pads that I've used, I've gone larger. He recommended I go a little bit smaller. So going from an XL to large. But these things are stupid light and just, yeah, they're nice. Then I got my bottoms. So same thing, rocking carbon. So appreciate all their support. This was something else. So these ones, you can actually tighten on the, around your waist. So it just kind of helps keep everything nice and in place. Very minimalist, so it's not gonna, the whole design is it not to get in your way. I guess we'll go with my pack next. So using the JT Convert, so if I wanted to, if you guys saw that other video, I can actually take these straps out, just pop that thing out, and there's another little insert I can put in there, and then that way I can put pods in there without having to take any straps out, or sorry, to make it strapless. With the Pro going to limited paint, that's why I'm using strapped. I just don't want there to be any extra sort of possibility of a pod opening up. So again, since they are limited paint now, I just don't want there to be a chance that, you know, of my 5 pods that one of them opens up. Appreciate JT for their support. Of course, got my tank. Ballsack actually makes these. I can actually do degassing here as well, but it's a thread saver, which I think is pretty cool. Of course my Powerhouse reg, and I'm using a, what is this, a 88. So even though we only have 5 pods, I like to have a little bit longer of a setup. That's just kind of a preference thing of mine. Got my jersey. There we go. Oh, there's a paintball stuck on there. Look at that. JT, really nice jerseys, nice and light, real comfortable. So it's nice to be rocking these again. It's no secret, you know, with the 0, I wanted to go back to 00, or back to 0, I mean, for my my number for Pro. Yeah, I mean, basically the meaning behind it is I'm nothing without God. It's also a reminder that no one cares, work harder kind of a thing. There's always room for improvement. So a lot of things behind that one. So the CMDR Kevlar joggers from JT, again, real nice. I was using the Pros as well for a little bit before these came in. So both solid choices if you guys are looking for pants. Let's get to, my massage gun. I've had this one for a while. It's just nice to have when you're trying to loosen up a little bit and maybe your quad is tight or hamstring, any of those, you can make sure that you're getting all in there. So Ruthless, appreciate their support. So I've been rocking the Ruthless head wrap and headband for a little bit, and then a Tactics, of course, with the Headband Hero. Been a fan of that ever since I used it. I was skeptical at first, and then I got to try it. I do like to still use my Exalt goggle case just to keep everything nice and protected. I personally don't like it when things kind of get squished. So this has enough stability so that way I can put it in here. TSA throws it around or whatever, it's gonna be fine. Got the, I think this is actually exclusive to Paintball Retro and DV8. The Flex 8s, it's a little bit more flexible. Glad to be with JT actually. Of course, have the DV8 lid there and my Ruthless strap. Oh, and then these ones actually come with the thins. So you get the upgraded foam and all that. Really, really nice. Of course, got my DV8 hardware and my DV8 ears. It's hard to see because it's all blacked out. Yeah, barrel cover, gotta make sure you have that. And got my my Triad. I do have the, I think this is they call it the Pro. So I really like the speed feed for this one with the plastic fingers and the springs. It just makes it a little bit more stability when the paint is trying to come out. My other one is my Halo Pro. Oh, forgot my undershirt. So I got my Maptrician undershirt. Appreciate all their support. Got my Guru gun stands. This one actually has the How to Play Paintball logo, so I appreciate them for doing that. And last but not least, my CS3 Pro. So really nice to be shooting Planet Eclipse. The other thing, kind of threw in a little bit of extra, is my Tactics titanium back. I mean, the Tactics is awesome with the headband hero. Having the titanium back, just a nice little extra. And also, if you want to nerd out, it kind of looks like TIE Fighter panels. So just if you want to be a nerd, you can do that. That's pretty much everything in here. It's actually a little bit longer of a video than I thought it would be. If you guys are interested in any of the stuff that I showed here, usually in the description down below, if I have any sort of deals, you guys can check it out down there. Yeah, appreciate all the sponsors, all their support. I'm looking forward to what we are able to accomplish this season, and it's cool to be back on the pro field again. If you guys have any questions, put it in the comments down below. And if you had any other videos or things like that that you wanted me to help with, whether it be tips and tricks or, hey, we need help with a drill to help with this kind of situation, put that in the comments down below. So appreciate it, guys. And as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.